Another Legacy sequel. Okay, we know how this goes. Bring on the pain. Or so I thought. So The Naked Gun is a remake of the 1980s comedy classic, The Naked Gun. Unlike most remakes, they didn't even take the out of the title to make it Naked Gun. Make it a little, no, it's the same title. So I gotta put 2025 in a bracket for the title of this video. This is directed by Akiva Schaffer, the director of Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stopping. Also the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie that I never saw, but I heard I would like. Seth MacFarlane's producing, which so-and-so producing, sometimes it means more than other times. I don't know how involved he was. Okay, what worked in this movie was an element I didn't know would work in the movie. And that's Liam Neeson as the star. I don't know, just starring Liam Neeson is not where I go mentally when hearing Naked Gun movie. He plays Frank Drebin, but like I said, it's a remakeuel, so he's canonically the son of Leslie Nielsen's character. There's baddies out there looking for a plot device, literally. Blah, 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 big scheme, he's got to crack the case. It's not what you're here for. You want to know, is the movie funny? Yeah, very much so. Sounded like I was saying that ironically, I'm not. The movie's hilarious. His deadpan way about him absolutely works for this movie. A thing I can point to, which should have been a case of how and why Liam Neeson would work in this movie, is one of the funniest parts in Ted 2, Liam Neeson's cameo. How seriously he's taking the situation adds to the humor of it. And it's kind of amazing how the script, the film is formed around Liam Neeson. Like if you had a traditionally comedic actor in the role, it would feel different. It almost feel like the movie was trying too hard. This movie understands that actors, scripts, setup, it all works together as an ingredient, you know? It's a recipe. You don't want too much sugar, flour, cinnamon, you know, the ingredients have to mix just right. Liam Neeson mixes in this movie perfectly. Sometimes the jokes were raunchy, sometimes they weren't, sometimes they were puns, plays on words. Sometimes it felt like dad jokes. But the jokes really kept coming to the point where sometimes it felt exhausting. Most every line in this movie is a setup or reaction to a joke. But the laughs kept coming, man. I have not consistently laughed in a movie this much in a long time. And there are these moments that kind of feel like lulls. You're like, I get it. I get the jokes you're doing. I get the kind of jokes we're going for. This is the 10th one in a row. Then the movie throws a curveball joke where you're like, yeah! So we can still crack jokes like that in movies. That's good. There were some jokes in the trailer. I was like, man, wish they hadn't shown that in the trailer. Would have landed much better, to be fair though. When I saw the trailer at CinemaCon, I was like, okay, so this movie actually might be good. It might be funny. And that's all you want in a movie like this. You want to laugh, and laugh you do. At least laugh I did. The feeling I got in this Naked Gun movie is the feeling I wish Happy Gilmore 2 gave me. Naked Gun's aiming for a comedy style that largely doesn't exist nowadays. I feel like there's a resurgence of it coming back, Naked Gun. They're making another scary movie. Spaceballs 2, you know, those slapstick spoof comedies of old. But it's not trying to emulate, it's not trying to replace, it's not just relying on nostalgia bait. This movie respects the past by having comedy that's in line with Naked Gun, but also looks to the future and having comedy and jokes that the new generation can appreciate. I haven't been this surprised in a comedy I thought was gonna suck since 21 Jump Street. Walked out of 21 Jump Street completely surprised. I walked out of The Naked Gun very comparatively positively surprised. And cherry on top, no other way to say it. You know I'm gonna love this. This movie's under 90 minutes long. Internet says it's an hour 25 minutes, which is the exact runtime of the original. In the end, this feels like the shortest video I've done since the last shortest video I've done. But the point to illustrate is a very simple one. Will The Naked Gun make you laugh? I don't know. But did it make me laugh? Absolutely. It was a fun mix of the slapstick comedies of old, but has an energy and a flavor to it that modern audiences can also enjoy. It doesn't feel like it's made for your dad, but he'll probably enjoy it too, and that's awesome. Not all the jokes land, but there are so many of them, you can let some slip through the cracks. The Naked Gun's absolutely worth watching and worth buying on Blu-ray. Alright, so The Naked Gun, 2025 edition. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite comedy from the 80s? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.